Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Gardeners. So today I was planning to repot some of the succulents. I thought I will share it with you. Now this was a very old papercrete pot, very light. I think it might have been very long, probably more than 2 years. I'm not very sure, probably 2 years plus. And you can see it's still in a very good condition. Of course, a little bit of chipping. This was when it was being moved from one place to another. I had used a black color on this and it's kind of worn off, which is absolutely okay. And the entire pot is made out of papercrete, but the legs were made out of concrete. I had a mold which I had used, so this planter tends to stay above the ground, so it does not come in contact with any water in case if it tends to rain. So that is a very good thing about this pot. And I'm using a rock in order to cover the drain hole. You can see the size of the drain hole is really big. All the soil is going to flow out if you're going to water, if you're not using something to cover the drain hole. Excess water will definitely flow out of it. Don't have to be worried. Now the soil mix that I have used over here is the same soil mix, which is a mix of sand and garden soil. Now this is the grey sand because I don't have the aquarium sand as of now, but the grey sand is going to work out very well. You can see the grains are very large, exactly what we need. So we have our soil mix, and the succulents that I'm going to be using are all of my succulents that were scattered everywhere. These are all of my Agavoides Rubra'S. These are one of my favorite succulents, as you can see by the number of succulents I have. So they were all in individual pots and it was becoming very difficult to keep a note. So I thought I'll put all of them in one pot so it can be much easy to take care of them. Some of them were in a little bit bad condition. You can see a little bit of burns from the sun. But now that they're doing quite well, I thought I will go ahead and repot all of them together. I'm not having a theme for this pot. I'm just dumping all of the succulents together so that it can be easy to take care of them. So first we're going to start off with filling the pot with soil. We'll fill it like almost, I think this should be good enough, because then we are going to top off with some more soil. And that's about it. And we'll start placing a succulent. As I said, I don't have any theme in mind. I'm just putting them randomly. This pot is more about taking care of them together rather than keeping them in individual pots. Of course, I'll try to see if I can fit all of them. I'm not very sure if I'll be able to fit all of them in one pot, but we will try as much as possible. We go a little. I've already cleaned the succulent roots. I've already cleaned the dry leaves, as I've already spoken about this a couple of times. Whenever you have a chance, get rid of the dry leaves as much as possible. So we are done. I think I might be able to put all of them. I'm not very sure. We will just get to know. I do not want to congest them together because these are Agavoides. They tend to grow broad. So I do not want to cluster too much, but we will see how many we can put in this pot. I hope I can put all of them together, because so I think we will be able to put all of them. I think the small one, I'm just going to place it here, and there we go. So luckily, yes, we have filled in all of our succulents in this. There we go. Just little bit of soil at the edges. Because as and when we are going to water, the soil will start to go to the edges, which is absolutely okay. I'm not going to be topping up too much of soil right now. Just going to leave them as it is. And there we go. We are done with the potting. All of them have come in this pot, which is a good thing. There is enough space for them to grow. They look fantastic. I love the color. Now guys, with Agavoides, I'll tell you another important thing. Please do not keep them in less light. They have a tendency of getting rotted if they do not receive a lot of light. Now because these were all already acclimated to direct sunlight, I will place them back again in direct sunlight, morning direct sunlight. Ideally, if you have recently purchased them, then do not keep them in direct sunlight. Keep them in indirect bright light. But the indirect bright light should have a good amount of intensity. They do not like to be sitting in less light. They usually do not stretch. They immediately start to die off. So be very careful. If you are a person who does not receive a lot of light, or you are confused with the light. So if you're a person who has a west facing window or does not get a lot of light, probably there are a lot of apartments and that tends to block the light, then please do not buy Agavoides because they require a good amount of light. These have been with me for a very long time, so they have already been acclimated, so I don't have to be worried. I can put them out in direct sunlight, morning direct sunlight, the same place where they all were kept in individual pots. But I won't be watering it right away because I've pulled out a lot of dry leaves, so I will wait for at least a week or so because they are very well hydrated and I have to just keep a watch on it. Only one of them is a little dehydrated, which is absolutely okay. It will catch up very soon once we start to water. It still has a little bit of water in it, so there is nothing to be worried. Any which way, the size of that one is very small. So overall, please do not keep your Agavoides in less light. They do not do quite well. You have to offer a good amount of indirect bright light when it is newly purchased. Once it's completely acclimated in your environment, then you can do a slow introduction to morning direct sunlight. And once it's completely acclimated in morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours, please do not move it. Let it be in one place. They do not like to be shifted from one place to another. This repotting probably is done after a very long time, so they're doing quite well. I'm going to keep them back again in morning direct sunlight and we will see how it does. So guys, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.